Hello my good peeps, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing some DIY work. We're going to be painting these two nightstands. The brown, it's like really cute or whatever, but we're into the farmhouse country look. So let's take a step back and get into it. So first I'm going to remove all the drawers and the doors. So I just got my hand drill or the electric drill. You can use like a hand screwdriver or whatever you like to get those off. It really doesn't matter. So I'm just taking everything off, getting everything out. I've already cleaned it, so I'm not really touching anything because I did get this second hand. And as you all know, I like to keep all my hardware. I'm not trying to spend any, it done popped in my breast. I'm not trying to spend any money on this project. So everything that came with it is what I'm going to be using. I'm just going to be changing the color. So here I am popping the handlebars off and everything is off. And now I'm going to start sanding the smaller areas. You don't really have to sand. I just like a rougher surface just so that the paint holds better to it. But if you don't want to sand it down, you really don't have to. So I start with like little nooks, crannies, corners, crevices, and sand that first with a 220 grit sandpaper. And then once I get all of the smaller areas, I'm gonna get my electric sander. And you don't have to use an electric one if you don't want to. You can do everything by hand. But because I have one, I used an electric sander. So on the larger surfaces, like the top part of it and the sides, I'm going to use that to get it sanded down just so everything can be a little rough and gritty. Like I said, for the paint to hold better. And I'm also going to do the same thing to all the doors. Get all the hardware off because I'm going to save those and paint it later. And this is with a flathead. So I'm just using it by hand because I don't want to have to reach and change the bits on my electric one. So just took those off really quick, set them to the side, and if you want to replace them you can, but this one is a $0 budget makeover. Okay. So I just set everything to the side so I don't lose anything or mix anything up, and I'll show you how to paint the hardware towards the end of the video. So just so you know, all the paint that I use in this video is the same paint that I used on my chest of drawer and dresser video. And I also use that exact same paint on the painting the shower and the vanity video. So I have like a really big tub of paint and I just keep using that same paint on all my projects. And the only reason why I do that is because I really like that white crisp look. But if you like different colors around your home, like I know some people like pops of blues and pops of red and stuff like that, but I'm really simple as far as like my style. So everything is painted like white with black or gray accents because I just feel like it goes with everything. So that's why that big old, I think it's like a 5-gallon jug of the white paint. And I have like a little small paint can that I use to pour it in there so I'm not carrying around the big bucket. So I pour everything into my smaller can, and that way it's easier for me to like transport around the house. All right, so anywho, here I am wiping everything down, getting all that sand off, and I am priming first. This is that same paintbrush and paint roller that I used on all my other projects. They're both $1 each at the Dollar Tree. But if you are an artist that likes to invest in your tools, by all means, buy better quality brushes. But these worked out really well on all of my projects. So I like to kind of paint it on first with the brush and then roll it in for a smoother finish. That just kind of works for me and I like the way that looks. So paint with the brush first, and I think this is a 1-inch width or 1.5-inch width brush, and then just a regular foam roller. And I'm getting in all the smaller crevices first, like the sides and underneath the overhang and all that. I'm getting that first, because everything else is just gonna fly by. And this, I don't want to say it's tedious, but it just kind of takes a little longer to get in every nook and cranny. And this is just the prime coat. It may look like a finish on the screen, but it's not. Like in person, it kind of has this dry, kind of unfinished matte look. Do not only prime, okay? Don't try to skip any steps. Prime it first because it's such a dark brown color or a deep brown color, and then paint it, okay? So now we're gonna take a step back, start rolling the primer on the top part of the nightstand, and see how quick this part is just moving along. It's really easy, really simple, really quick. This is probably like the part that just kind of flew by. And once I got the top parts taken care of, I'm gonna move on over to the sides of the nightstand and get all that painted and, well, primed, because I don't want any of the darker colors to seep through. I want this to be like snow white. I mean, like just crisp white. I just feel like it's like a fresh kind of color, and it can go with like any decor. And as you all know, I really like that kind of country. I know some people call it farmhouse, but I think it's more so country. But anyway, I like that farmhouse kind of country look. So white is just a nice color for me. All right, so here I am getting into the kind of corners of the side of the nightstand. Again, we don't want anything seeping through. And this part right here at the bottom, it probably would have been easier to use a paintbrush because that roller just kept, it's like I couldn't get in it like I really wanted to. All right, so we done moved on over to the side, priming that part. See how quick this is moving? And that's the other nightstand over there in the back. I got these for, I want to say like $10. And I think hold on, if my sister told me right, my sister got it from a neighbor who, I don't know if she was moving or downsizing or just trying to get rid of stuff. And my sister had no use for them, so she asked me if I wanted it. And so I only paid like $10 for it. Can you believe it? $10? Girl, I could not let that go. $10 for a nightstand. So if you remember, my dresser and chest of drawers were $50 off Facebook Marketplace. And I used paint that I already had to paint that. And then this is $10. So altogether, my bedroom, to like furnish it, I only spent like $60. And I feel like that is a steal considering how much a bedroom set can cost at like these big furniture stores. Now, if you want to support the local economy, then that's great. That's wonderful. But I mean, like, you know, being like a first-time homeowner and not really trying to spend a lot of money, I feel like this was like the best route for us to get what we needed. Ew, back to the video. So I'm painting right now with my Bear paint that I've been using in like all my other videos. This is the semi-gloss coat in white. I don't have any tints in there. I don't have any colors in there. It's just the basic white in semi-gloss. And see how crisp it looks compared to the primer underneath? It just looks so good. I really like the look of it. And just, I feel like white is just so simple and classic and chic. And I want to have like, for the furniture, for the, not the chest of drawers, for the nightstands, I want to have the black accents like I have with the dresser and chest of drawer. Oh my gosh, it looks so nice, y'all. It just looks so clean. And I really like the semi-gloss finish, again, because you can wipe it. It wipes so nicely. You don't have to like kind of get in there with the elbow grease and all that. Just get like some Windex or some Fabuloso or whatever kind of cleaner you use and just wipe it off. It just, everything comes off so easily. All right, so here we are in the garage. I am spray painting the doors black. And as you can see, I got it taped off, but I ended up changing my mind later on. I actually wanted the whole door black. I don't know why I wanted to have the doors white, but I feel like black really finished the look. And here we are. Beautiful, cute, chic, classic. I mean, it's lovely. Goes with any kind of color, any kind of decor. It's just nice. I know you like it too. You can't tell me you don't like it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I love you all, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.